Welcome to the informal Canva training. Not a Canva expert, just figured it out myself, but I want to start you guys by just saying that when I first got Canva, I was so overwhelmed, and then I didn't use it for like 4 months. And then everyone else was using it, so I was like, okay. And they'd send me documents that they made in Canva that I could edit. And so then I had to just figure it out, and I was like, this program is amazing. And actually, I personally think easier to figure out than Photoshop, which is something I've used at work and had to get trained on. And almost more effective, than, I'm sure, I don't know. For what I do and what you probably would use this for, I feel like it's less expensive and more effective. So if you have questions along the way, feel free, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. And I'm just gonna kind of go through some of these basics. And then if you have questions, just ask. Cool? Shake break. I put a little chocolate recover in with the chocolate Shakeology, so it is like so chocolate. So here's Canva. And make my screen a little smaller. This is my logged in screen here. And let's just start with say you had a picture that you wanted to edit. I think that might be helpful. If you click right here in the search bar, and then it should say start with an image. And that would be where I go if I wanted to edit a picture. So let's find a picture. Let's edit this one of me and Chris, apparently. And my friend Laura, who's also a firefly. Okay, so I could either use it in a design, which they have tons of designs you can use, but say I just want to edit the image. I just want to make it brighter. And maybe I want to crop it and stuff like that. So it opens the image for you. These are just all these different backgrounds and things you can do. And over here on the left, you can search photos. And remember, I have the pro version, so the free might have some limitations, but anyways, we'll look at more of this stuff in a sec. Elements, maybe I wanted to add a heart onto the picture. I could click on it, and these little boxes allow you to change the size. And maybe I want to put a heart right there. Give it a little tilt with that little arrow button. And then maybe I'm I don't like that. So just highlight it and hit delete. Okay. And then this little icon over here would allow you to add some text. So maybe I want it to say and maybe I just want it to be one line, the Morrisons. So I would delete down here. And then, so I've typed that. I'm going to go ahead and widen this a little bit. So now it's going to fit. And maybe I want to move it up here. And see that pink line? I like that because it tells me it's centered. It's just nice to have the alignment things, but I can't really see it. So I'm going to highlight it again, and I can change the color right here. So if I click on the picture, see how this stuff goes to something else? But if I click on the text, it goes to things that are a little bit more familiar, like things we would see in Microsoft Word. So I could change this font to be something else. Oh, I just discovered something new. So this is all these fun fonts, but it's going to keep that outline version because that's something I chose. That doesn't usually happen. Okay. I'm just going to back to what it was. I could change fonts there. I can change the size. Now it's really, really small. Let's go back to something. And then I can change the color. And what's kind of fun about, from a graphic design standpoint, things Photoshop doesn't have, things that Canva has, is that right here with these different colors, it's got default colors, but then it's got colors that actually match what's happening in the photo. I love that. It just makes it easier for fluidity. say I wanted to pick one of those colors that are already in the photo. I like that. But anyways, I can pick a different color where it can be seen. And then under effects with text, like I could underline it, things that we're used to doing. Effects is kind of fun. This is where you could like curve it if you want. And then pulling this out kind of changes the direction of the curve. So say you wanted to make like a circle, like say, like you could do something so fun, and that actually might be our next project. We'll put someone's picture in the circle, and it could be like Success Club Legend, and we can have it say it around the circle. And then that could be what we could do, but that's where that is. But I don't want the curve, so there, let me just click on something else. This gave me a shadow effect. I can change the color of the shadow right there. That actually looks kind of nice. Or maybe this one's kind of fun, called Splice. Like you could, I just started playing around. Like the best way for you to learn Canva is to get in there and play around with it. Like nothing's permanent. If you hit Control-Z on your computer, it'll always take you back a step. If you hit it again, it will take you back 2 steps, 3 steps. Control-Z is the best thing ever. So it can undo anything that you do. So I'm just gonna stick, actually, what's neon? Oh, I like neon. Perfect. We're gonna keep neon. Okay. So now I want to click on this picture because this picture is kind of dark. Under effects, nope. Under adjust, I want to brighten it up. So I could brighten it, and sometimes when you brighten it, it gets very overexposed. And so sometimes I find that if I do a contrast, it can help too. But honestly, like when I'm going to brighten up a picture, I generally do it on my phone and use something like Lightroom. It tends to be a little less blurry, I find, than when I do it in an app or a computer thing like Canva or PicMonkey, but you can brighten things a little bit here. If I wanted to crop it, say I do want to just like, why won't it let me crop? Done. Okay, maybe I needed to. I don't know why it's not letting me crop. See, these are things that come up when you're doing this. Oh, well, we're not cropping it. Maybe it's because my text is already there. I don't know. I know you can crop. It's just not wanting to crop at the moment. Any questions on just editing a picture really quick before I show you how to maybe design something?
I would be curious to, what I struggle with the most are Facebook banners, like when you're setting up like challenge groups.
Let's do that. I'll make one. Yeah, that's what I feel like most for. So I'm gonna hit back to home. Okay. So once you start making stuff, what's nice, I'm just gonna delete this thing. I'm gonna delete this project. Is it just automatically, at least the pro version does, it automatically saves all my designs. So I can like go back in and pull something out. Like I just made this, well, whatever. Like I made a tracker for one of my groups. And say in the future I do a group and I want to use the same kind of tracker, but there's only 18 days or something like that. I can easily edit it, which is so nice. Okay, so you are starting from scratch, making a banner for your group. So what's nice is social media, just click on that. Like you can make so many things here on Canva. Like sometimes if you've ever even seen me, I've made a few video like photos. Like it's really just crazy what you can do. But let's just start with the basics. So social media, and then Facebook cover. So like if you scroll over, they'll give you a bunch of different things like a Facebook ad, YouTube channel art, like just different common things that are used. on social medias, like a Facebook post, but we'll go Facebook cover. So like a group cover photo. Okay, so sometimes I find, let me pop over to Facebook really quick, that I try to keep what I'm going to design pretty much in the middle because actually, like I find that it kind of cuts off the corners. Like I feel like the sizing is changing all the time. So sometimes it's not exactly how you want it, but if you kind of keep the basics, yeah, perfect. So here's one I just made. Like I tried to not have things completely around the border. Okay, anyways. Okay, so here I am with a blank one. So Kim, what is the group? Give me your name of your group.
I guess I didn't really think about that.
Well, let me show you how I made this.
I
have a couple ideas I can do.
Okay.
So we're starting one tomorrow for 12 days of fitness if you want to do that.
Sure. Let's do a 12 days of fitness, and then I'll show you how I made that 9-week control freak one really easy, because say you wanted to do something with like graphics that were pretty much already available. So they're giving me a bunch of different suggestions over here, which is kind of fun. Sometimes I spend way too much time looking like, ooh, look at Blade Zone 4. Like people hop on the group and it'd be like, shh. So like you can see these animated ones, like, but let's just search Christmas. Oh my gosh. So this could be so easy. Like you could just this is why people wow the crap out of us with Canva. We're like, you're so creative. Half of this stuff is like done. Like this flannel one is calling my name instantly. Like I'm probably not going to put Christmas cookies on 12 days of fitness. That might just be mean to my participants. Do they get to have cookies in your group, Kelly?
I mean, To Be Mindset has no restrictions, Sarah.
Truly, true. Okay. But see, oh, this one's so pretty and classic. All right. Kelly, which one do you like the best? I'm giving you the choice of
I'm with you on the buffalo plaid.
Was it this one up top or the one down lower?
Yep, that one.
Okay, perfect. Clicked on it, boom. Sorry, Belle. She responds to boom, apparently. Tammy, I thought you were live in that mask. Tammy probably just got up, so I appreciate you being on, Tammy. I realized later this is super early for you. And that's a picture. I was like, how is she not moved? There she is. Hi, Tammy. Okay.
So sorry I'm late. I just woke up. Like we never wake up late. And I'm like, I asked for this training and I forget I'm late. So I'm sorry.
No worries. I realized after that it was 6:45 there, and I was like, that was rude to me to do that to her. And I hit record. So anyways, now I've noted like it has font already set. And here's the thing, like at first I'd be like, wait, why can't I move this up? Like I want to move this little line up to be closer to this top line, but it wouldn't let me. It just like moves the whole thing. It's grouped. So if I right click on it, I can go down here and I can hit ungroup. So when you group something, it kind of takes like, say there were 3 different things, like you had a picture, you had words here and words here, and there were all these individual things you can move. And when you highlight them all and you hit group, it now creates them as one object, so they move together. So maybe you space them out already, but you decide you like them better over on this part of the graphic. So it just makes it easier when you group things if you've got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just gonna hit ungroup, and then that makes them 2 separate things again, and I can move it up. At first I was like, what the heck? Okay, so sometimes I just keep the font they have. 12 days of fitness, perfect. And I do not like that the 12 is smaller. So maybe I might just try to make just the 12 bigger. See what, nope, that made the whole thing bigger. So now I know. I'm gonna go back to this, and I might just try some different fonts. I could change, let's do sloppy. Ooh, love it. But now I want it to be bigger. So I just kind of mess around. Let's see, about 124. Is this helping? Am I going too fast?
Sarah,
No, go.
Yes.
how did you get to be able to write in, never mind, it just worked for me. I ungrouped them and then it wouldn't let me write in them.
Okay, maybe then it was just an issue of getting it highlighted and getting your computer to catch up. Sometimes computers don't do what we want them to, and that's the problem. Okay, perfect. Tracy, you just had to ask and then it will work. Isn't that the way it always happens? Like it's
Murphy's Law.
Yes. Okay, so 12 days of fitness, and say I want to put under here with the coolest coach ever, Kelly. Did I spell Kelly right? Yes. Okay. And say I actually want it to, you know what is kind of nice that I haven't found yet in Photoshop? There's an option where you can highlight and you can change it to all caps or lowercase. You don't have to retype stuff. Is it in Canva? I haven't necessarily.
If you go to the right of underline, and I apologize, my husband is vacuuming in the background. To the right, the little A and the big A.
Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a game changer. It just saves you time sometimes. So I'm going to go in lowercase. I'm just going to uppercase Kelly. And I kind of want it to be not that font. So again, sometimes it's just kind of, you'll start to figure out your favorites. But basically, you always have the ability to change fonts. Let's do that. Oh my gosh, Odessa, that dress looks so cute on you. I got her a cute buffalo plaid dress yesterday when I was shopping. It matches the banner we're making here. Okay, so then I pulled out that side. See how
the dress.
you want to see it? Oh,
Yeah.
she just.
Yeah.
Can you show them your dress?
Oh, she just took. Ah.
Oh.
All right, we're learning Canva. I like it. You look so holiday-ish. Okay, you guys, try not to disturb me though, please. Can you do
I
some
have a
magic
question.
math?
I know I
Magic
came in late, but so I'm under templates, and what exactly is this template?
math. So we went, when we started our project, Tammy, we chose Facebook. We hit social media options, and then we chose Facebook cover.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, and then I typed in, so under templates, I typed in Christmas, and this
Okay,
is just
yeah.
the option we picked.
Okay, cool.
Like
Thank you.
sometimes, like when Freeland hit Premiere and I was making a graphic for her, I typed in celebration, like, I don't know, like, and they give you options, you know, it's fun things to start
Yeah.
with.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes, I will make you guys a shake, and we'll do Christmas ornaments. Okay, so anyways, I got my fonts. I like that. Da-da-da, looks good. Now I'm going to put a fun picture of Kelly on here. So you might have pictures of yourself. Like the upload thing is where you can upload your own images. Oh, let's just put a picture of Tammy on here since Tammy's on. And I just featured you, Tammy, in the Thursday post thing. So that's why you're there. If you're wondering, why is my picture there? But these are where you can upload your own images. Now,
I'm Canva famous.
yes, I used to. Something cool I didn't know. If you have a Mac, if you have, like, I just opened this image, you guys, right from my desktop. This is not a Canva thing right now. You can hit this edit thing and you can crop things into a circle. So I used to do this all the time to make these circle images of people, and it was just an extra step. Canva makes it even easier. So say I want Tammy's face to be there, because now we're going to say she's Kelly for a moment, but whatever, you guys get it. So under elements, these frames, this says it's free. Sweet. The circle frame is free. It'll say pro so there's a lot of basic free ones under elements or under the frames, which is really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna put the circle one on here. So this basically crops it for us. So actually, let me move 12 Days of Fitness up. Move this up, and I'm gonna have this here. Now I'm gonna go back to uploads. These are all my personal images, and I drop Tammy's photo in that circle, and it crops it for me. Is that not the coolest thing? I love that.
That is cool.
It makes it so easy. But it needs a little pizzazz. So I feel like if I type in circle borders, and I only know this because some of the stuff, like when I made that graphic to advertise that Zoom I did on Thursday, like someone on Team Rockstar Fit made that and sent me a link and I edited it. And I saw some of the stuff they put on there in Canva and I was like, I didn't even know these were options. So these are all borders I could easily put around. Oh, I'm sold on the stars. So I can line this up. See how that pink line gets there and that one? So that pink line tells me I'm vertically aligned around this picture. And if I pull it down, now I'm horizontally aligned too. But I also want to make it a little bit bigger. So I just pulled out that corner and there we go.
So cool.
Yeah, isn't that fun? So say I want to put a couple presents or Christmas stuff here. I could go, this is their photos. This is like their stock images of photos. Of course, you could always go find your own if you had one and want to upload it. Oh, Christmas lights. Like a string of Christmas lights. That would be fun. Okay, you guys are only allowed to spend 30 minutes making a banner. I'm just going to put that out there right now. Because it can be too much fun. Oh, see, I want it to be, okay. If I typed that in Elements, it's more like animations versus legit pictures, I believe. So yeah, this is probably going to be a better option. Oh, I kind of like those ones. No, don't like them. Delete. Okay. Let's see. Okay. If I had stuck with these lights, I might be changing the border that I did on Tammy's picture because I kind of feel like it's getting a little clashy. But anyways, you guys get the idea. Do you feel good about this?
Yeah.
Oh, let me show you something. See how this green's coming over to Tammy's picture and over the stars? So first, if I click the icon and now I right click on it or just click the thing I want to mess with, I can send to the back. Oh, nope, Control Z. I don't want to send it back that far. Hit send backward. Okay, hold up. Send it back. Send it back. So here's the thing. I didn't want to do any of that. Control Z, Control Z. I want to send the lights to the back. But now the lights are behind this rectangle. And so I'm going to send the rectangle to the back. There we go. Sometimes I'm just like, it's a puzzle piece, but so it's like layering things on top of each other. So that green line that was coming over onto Tammy's picture is still there, but now it's behind her picture. So there's that send to the back, send to the front. Sometimes it's just thinking through the layers, like what was put down first, what needs to get sent back. Cool. Now, if I want to save this, I'm going to go to download. And I usually always do a ping. It's just got a higher quality. And cool. So it's on ping. Notice you can do PDFs and things here too, like, or if you made a video, like there's so many different things. It's really capable of so much. And the more you use it, the more you'll be like, well, let me try this. And then I usually go up to at least a 2 because I found sometimes my banners would look really grainy. And if I take it up to a 2, it looks really fresh and clean and professional. And then when I download it, it's going to go directly to my actual downloads. And then that's where I would upload it to the Facebook group photo. Cool. Let me show you one more. Okay.
Sarah, when you did the very first one with the image of you and Chris, where did you pull the image from? Because when I was looking at it, I don't see where you said
it was such a pain in the butt to figure out how to just edit a picture. So Tracy, I click right here on search.
Okay.
And then see if yours says suggested, it says start with an image.
Okay.
And so that, because like none of these options allow me to just edit a picture that are down here on the screen. But when I'm on that search bar, I hit start with an image and it'll let me just upload an image to edit.
Start with an
Learning
image.
how to
Got
use
it.
the
Thank you.
Won't cut.
Design.
I'll tell you what. No,
So what I used to do in the past though too, like you could just design something, like you could just open like, let me just make an Instagram post and it's square. And then I could upload the picture here. So like you just upload media and then I could kind of place it wherever I wanted. I could make it bigger. And then here I could crop to make it smaller. So that's always an option too, but.
Those were left. These
Okay,
were left
so
in
other
the
things I
wall.
really wanted to show you guys.
They're frozen still. I mean, they're not. They're deep frozen.
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use, say I wanted to make an image.
So this is your group of trainers.
This is Sarah, my grand coach.
Hello. So say like when I made that 9-week control freak banner, I downloaded these control freak images and you can just drop them in and then you can make them as big as you want. But I was in a Facebook cover photo setting, so it was already set up dimension wise for me. But let's just say I want to make like a PAX live now, because actually the packs are going on sale tonight. I heard that like 6 p.m. I'm guessing West Coast time, they'll be available. But say I want to post this actually on our Firefly page. And so I would put some text across the top.
Okay.
This is just me making up my own design now. Packs on sale now.
I'll bring in your other thing.
And I can make this a little bit smaller so it all fits on one line. And here's what I wanted to show you that's really cool.
You're back in here. You need anything? Did we get ice?
Let's see. Abre la puerta.
Say, okay,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Let's do this. Here's our fun picture of our team. Now with a lot of images, I can click on effects and then there's this background remover. This was like a game changer. So it doesn't always work if the pictures are more complicated. So we're gonna try it on this. Like you can just click remove and I'm not sure what it's gonna remove. This might be a horrible example. We're gonna cross our fingers. Oh my gosh, it did so good.
Whoa.
Is that cool? Do you see that? Oh my gosh, we look like freaking professionals. We look like we're in the 9-week control freak. Do you see how it erased the bricks? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna actually use this graphic.
I would love that picture.
What'd you say, Kim?
I would love that picture if you don't mind sharing it when we're done.
Sharing the picture or how I did it?
Like if you don't mind like sending it to me or something, because that would be
Okay,
really
on my wall,
cool
I
to
have a
use.
picture from that one too. I love that picture. That was such a fun, super workout. Okay, so packs on sale now. And then, so the background remover is sweet. Say you upload any picture and because you know how sometimes you might find like a cool, or even like some of these graphics, sometimes if I download them, they have a big white rectangle around them. You could hit remove background and that big white rectangle would be gone. So then you could just be dealing with this and it looks a little bit more professional. Or like when I first had the Firefly image, it had a big white rectangle around it and I removed the background myself. But we could put that there. Oh my gosh. This looks so cute. And you know what? I'm going to angle this Firefly. So see how Kim's butt and her arms are cut off because she was the edge of the picture? Like those are just things I feel like you notice if you're really paying attention. But I might use this Firefly to kind of cover some of those spots.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes it's just so fun. Well, it's like, Kim, are you either going to have a weird elbow or you're going to have a weird booty? Oh, jackpot. Oh, there we go. There you go. Oh my God, I'm so impressed with this picture. Okay, packs on sale now. Say I want to put a rectangle behind it. Because sometimes I tend to go overboard on color. Shapes, I'm gonna click on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a little smaller. I'm gonna pull it up here. I'm gonna make it longer because I want it to cover. And okay, let me just move the text for a sec. Maybe I want it to drop all the way down. So remember, send to back. So now it's behind that. Packs on sale now. And this line lets me know, okay, that's centered. And I think I might change the color of this rectangle. Photo colors, look at, so doesn't this all just blend so well with what's already going on in that picture? Which I like. It helps you just have better design, honestly. That was one of the options. Okay. Ooh. See how much time you can waste just doing this stuff? Okay, let's change the font, but it's fun. And no, not that font. Not at all. Okay. And then maybe I'll just say, sometimes I just go with these basic text right here because I can always change the font, but I just need to type it out. Drop a screenshot of you. Actually, tell word is packs go on sale at 6 p.m. Do you guys know if it's PST time? I'm betting it's 6 p.m.
It's standard.
Is it Eastern?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought you meant sometimes it's Pacific Daylight Time, so it's PDT, but right now it's PST. I thought that's what you were asking about.
Oh, is it? That's a fun thing to know. I did not know that. The packs, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go post this in the team page right now. Packs, and I'm gonna change this to on sale early. Packs to go on sale early. Okay. I really wanted to just show you how you can take the background out, and I wanted to show you some of those elements. So we showed you the border thing with Tammy's head and how you can just drop that in. And like, there's a lot of fun different shapes. Okay, so I'm gonna just post this in our team page. So I'm actually gonna save this. I want to show you. So any of these projects, like it saves all your designs, at least with the Pro. If I know I don't need it anymore, I can just click on it and hit delete. Like I made this banner for a group that Laura and Jackie were doing, like some of these things I just delete. But then some of the things you might use all the time. So like at Bay Athletic Club, we do a post a lot with meet our members, and I can just click on it and I can always just like, okay, I already did Sherry's, let me delete Sherry's picture, upload the new person, change the text, download and save. And something else, I just made this graphic for Bay Athletic Club, and I liked, this is an element. See how his picture looks a little bit like torn from paper? And so does this one. It's got some of these torn edges. These were elements where you could just drop that picture in and it shapes them. So if I hit see all here, I used this one for Jerome's face. And I think I used this one and I just dropped a regular TRX picture in, but it adds like just such a fun, like how'd they do that? That looks cool. Okay, questions at all?
Have you made any logos or anything? I know there's like a logo kit or a brand kit, and I kind of looked at it, but I mean, can you really make your own logo in this if anyone else has access to the same, stuff? You can't really make your own.
Totally. Do you have an idea of a logo that you'd want to make? Like Is it a circle? Is it a rectangle? Is it like?
Probably like a lotus flower.
Oh, okay. So here's what I would do. So sometimes I just start with like Instagram post because it's going to give me a basic square. It doesn't mean I have to post on Instagram.
Okay.
And then I might look at photos. No, actually, I think I'd probably look at elements and I'd see if there's any lotus flowers I like. Oh, perfect. So, but also say there's not, Tammy, and you go to, sometimes I just go to Google Images, which, disclaimer, I don't know how, I mean, people are taking images off of Google all the time. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like there's copyright stuff with this, but say like, I love this one. I'm going to save it. I just saved it to my desktop where I knew where it was. And I'm going to upload that picture. Perfect. So like this logo, actually see that 5 feet logo? I made that.
Okay.
So yeah, you can definitely make something and then you can trim things to be a circle if you want it. Like I have a thing for circles. Okay, effects, let's try and remove the background. Like, sweet. So
Wow.
You know what is interesting? Remove the background. So erase, then it lets you either say if it erased too much, it'll let you restore. Say I want this lily pad to come back. Or maybe, okay, let me try to erase. Say I want to get rid of the stem. I could go in here and erase myself.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
And so brush size, I just make it so much smaller. So this reminds me of Photoshop. Like this is the stuff I would do in Photoshop. Anyways, so that's an option. But they had some really fun ones, and I'm going to delete this because I'm pretty don't like too many. I like my stuff organized. So elements, let's go back to the lotus ones. Like, oh, there's so many. Okay, let's just pick this one. And give me some text. What do you want it to say?
Tammy H. Wellness.
Ooh, okay. So if I was just going to make something quick, and you obviously could mess around with fonts and all sorts of things. So I can hit Control-C, Control-V, and that copied and pasted for me really quick. Of course, you can right-click and do the same thing. And so I'm just doing something off the top of my head. You could move it all around. It could all be one line.
Cute.
But now under effects, like what if I curved it?
Oh my gosh.
And so this gives you like a deeper curve, a littler curve. But then also keep in mind, if I change the size and you changing the font will also kind of manipulate how it looks. And I actually want it to be the same color as the outline of this lotus. So document colors is going to have that navy already picked for me. This is why Canva saves time, because some of these things I'd be like jotting down the color code and always typing it in. So same thing, let's change this one to that navy. Oh, that looks so pretty. And maybe I just want this one spread out more. So it's clicked on effects, no. So I could do a bunch of stuff with the wording. Okay, so these, I clicked on this little spacing thing. This is so nice. So say you had 2 words, like maybe it said Tammy H Wellness, like 2 lines, and you wanted a bigger space in between, or you wanted them closer. That's what this top one or this bottom one would do. But I say I want the letters spread out.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it gives you so much manipulation power. So actually I could do the same thing with this. Cute. And then like, I don't know, maybe you put like or maybe it's a a T and an H, but see how it lines it up for me, which is so nice. I can tell, like, and something else nice that really helps with symmetry. Okay. Say Tammy H Wellness is going to have a bunch of these lotuses. Okay, so I've got 5 of them.
And you just copied and pasted, or you?
Yep. But then say I want to make sure they're symmetrical, and then I'll highlight them all. Position, tidy up.
Nice.
Tidy up is the best thing ever. Could you tidy this up for me? I love that. And say I want to have this somewhere and I don't want to have to mess with keeping them in a line. This is that group thing I was talking about, you guys. You can highlight everything, and right here it's going to let you group. So now this is kind of like its own picture. It's not going to come apart unless you ungroup. And then now these are 5 pictures that you could easily move.
Nice.
Cool. Any other questions?
How long have you been using this? Because you're such a pro.
Well, Tammy, what I said at the beginning was I got this probably over a year ago because some girl sent me all of her slides. Like she made IG stories in here, and they were really good. And she was like, just pop your pictures in, talking about the team. And she sent me a link to be able to edit what she made. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. So I would say this summer when the club got shut down, I started using Canva because I always use Photoshop at the club because it's what I had been trained on. And so I wasn't at the club. I was at home all the time. So I started using Canva. And you just have to get in there and use it. And then you're like, okay, I'm starting to understand.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Do you do your presentations on here too? That you like your okay? Because I've used like Keynote and stuff, but a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you that too really quick. But under social media, you guys, Instagram stories. So say you want to do something for 9-week control freak. In the back office, under the toolkit, are those images. Like I downloaded these 9-week control freak pictures. These cool backgrounds from the back office. They were like Zoom screens under the photos. So say you wanted to make some IG stories, you could make them right here. They have the format set up for you. And it could just be lines like, who's with me so far? Or sometimes I just type up, here's why I'm excited for this program. And then I just make the list of like 18 to 30 minutes, 5 days a week, sweating from minute 1. Like I write the things I'm excited about. And then I'd be like, we start January 4th. Here's who's in. And I'll just make the number 1 with the line, number 2 with the line. So then I can write it in as I'm doing it, like Erica, Carrie, Helen. Like I start filling in those names so people see it, and I just keep reusing them. So it's so easy for IG stories. And then I do want to show you presentations, especially if you use them. So it's going to be one of your options. And you could always search it in this top bar, presentation. So Tammy, they have tons of setups, just kind of like Keynote or PowerPoint when you get in them. They're kind of like, do you want one of our setups? Like, I think I did one for you guys using Trivia Night, which was kind of fun. I just really liked all these different colors and setups, and I can pick the different screens. But of course, you can edit any of them however you want. But I have made, like that last, I've made presentations on here, and then it just kind of saves them. Yeah, whatever. So there's lots of stuff I need, but even that Power of 3 document that we did on a Zoom recently, like I did a flyer, and I just it's kind of like Microsoft Word, but way more fun. And I think more user-friendly in the end. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy.
Sarah, what do you think is the benefit for the pro versus the free? What is?
I don't remember. I just remember I wanted to do something and I couldn't do it because it wasn't pro. So I just got the pro. I don't even really remember the price. I know it's
like $120 or something.
For the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that it's more, PicMonkey's like $40 for the year, but this blows PicMonkey out of the water. So I use it a ton. if you're just going to be making Facebook cover photos, you probably could stick with free. I'm not sure if it but see, maybe there was a thing where it wouldn't let me download or wouldn't let me edit something someone sent me. Like, I know there's going to be some limitations. So I think just use it. And if you come across limitation over and over again, it's totally worth getting. And it's a write-off towards your business. So make sure that you document that. Cool. Any other questions?
Awesome.
So yeah, the best piece of advice is
Thank you for doing this.
Of course. And like the first thing you make isn't going to be the prettiest, but it just has to happen so you can get to the next. You know what I mean? Like some of the things I look back on, I'm like, ew. But then you just get more comfortable and faster. So I'll upload this to YouTube as well and get that in the team page. Did you learn about Canva?
Thank you.
I bet you could hire my kids now. They'll probably be pros at it in a year with all the technology in their life. All right. Bye, ladies. Nice to see you. Thanks for hopping on.
Thanks.
Hi, thank you.
My pleasure. Bye.
Bye.